Hey, guys, have you heard the news? Denki said as you and your classmates were eating breakfast. What happened? Momo asked. Sadly to say that the cops found Bakugo dead this morning in an alleyway. A sadness overcame Denki and everyone's face. Wait, what? Kachan's dead? Yelled Izuku. It's not possible, right? He can't be dead. It's not possible since he's really strong. He would be able to defend himself from whoever is attacking him. Suyu said as Aizawa came into the dorm. Everyone flinched as he slammed the door open. Everyone was shocked to see the way their sensei was acting. As all of you heard, that Bakugo was found dead this morning. Everyone nodded their heads. It seems to be whoever killed him tortured him. His wounds aren't fresh, but the doctor examined him, so whoever it is kidnapped him. As he said this with fierce look, Sensei, why are you telling this to us? It's not like we would be investigating the case. Sero spoke. You could see that Aizawa was glaring into his soul when he said that. 'Cause we suspect that the murderers of Uraraka and Bakugo may be someone among us. Aizawa said, scanning the table, looking at each of his students' body language as he was trying to see each one of their reactions, to see whether they seemed off. I would like to see Kirishima, Midoriya, Yin, and Todoroki after school today, please, Aizawa said with daggered eyes. As all of you walked to school together, you kept on having that uneasy feeling that someone was staring at you. You ignored it and decided to continue walking to school. Once you were in class, you had the same pair of eyes staring at you, and you couldn't handle that uneasy feeling anymore. So, you turned around hoping to catch the person staring at you, but there was no one. Staring at your classmates were all just minding their own business and didn't care. Lessons weren't as usual, except that there was about a dorm safety insurance incident. We were no longer allowed to go out, not even summer vacation, unless a valid reason. Everyone was pretty upset since then, as we all had plans to do for the summer vacation. As classes continued, everyone was pretty much dead, except you. You were on guard ever since. That uneasy feeling you felt, like you were in serious danger. You needed to be on guard, just in case. Yo, Yin, you okay? Asked Jiro. Yeah, you seem a little more quiet than usual. What are you thinking about? Said Sue. Ooh, Yin, are you thinking about your crush? Mina said excitedly as the girls were asking you a bunch of questions like, who do you like? What type of guys guys you erotica? I don't know what that word is. Once school was over, Kirishima, you, Midoriya, and Todoroki stayed in class, as Mr. Aizawa wanted to talk to all four of you. Mr. Aizawa, why do you want to speak to us? Said Midoriya. Aizawa let out a small sigh and said, I want to talk to you since you four are the closest to the victims who were killed. Each are Bakugo Katsuki and Uraraka. Ochako Uraraka. I forgot her first name. Sheesh, I know this was gonna happen now. I have to stay here till he finishes questioning all of us. After a long time of waiting, it was finally your turn for Aizawa to question you. So Yin, you know why you're here, right? Yeah, I know. You suspect me of killing Uraraka, so just finish with the question so I can go back to my dorm and sleep. You were cranky, really cranky, since you didn't get enough sleep and hadn't been eating well. Okay, so first question. When was the last time you saw Ochako Uraraka? Said Aizawa. The last time I saw her was when she was after school, when she was leaving from my house to go study with Midoriya and her friends. And after that, I never saw her until I found out she was dead. Aizawa didn't really respond. In fact, he seemed deep in thought. Shoto said that you found Uraka's head in your locker. There was a letter, correct? You nodded your head in response. Do you still have the letter with you? You nodded your head again. May I see it? You grabbed your bag and took out the dried, blood-stained letter and handed it to Aizawa. Hey, my sweet, lovely Yin. Here's a present for you. I hope you like it. It took a lot of effort for me to get it, but I did it for you, my sweet Yin. Anyways, I hope the gift doesn't scare you that much. Anyways, love you, Yin. I hope you have a pleasant day, my sweet Yin. You're from your secret admirer. Aizawa's POV. After I read the letter, I had knew that the killer wasn't Yin, nor anyone who was close to the students who were killed. This murderer was for sure in our school. Whoever they are, sure are good at covering up their tracks. If the murderer is an admirer of Yin, that means Yin. She's in terrible shit. This murderer could be anyone. It could be even Yin's friends. Mr. Aizawa, may I go now? It's getting late, you asked. Yeah, sure. You may leave. You won't mind if I keep the letter, right? For now, for clues and stuff, said Mr. Aizawa. He shook your head and said, No, I don't mind at all. You exited the room and headed towards your dorm. After a long-ass day at school, you were extremely tired. You hadn't eaten or slept properly these days, just as you realized you hadn't spoke to Todoroki for a while. As you went to your dorm, you showered and tried to sleep. When there was a faint knock on your door, you got up and looked to see it was Shoto. Oh, hey, Shoto. What you doing here? You said, I just wanted to visit you. I haven't seen you in a while and kind of missed you. He was flushed by saying that. You were touched, not to mention Shoto wasn't the type to show emotion, to which made it more meaningful. Aw, that's so sweet. Well, come in. I don't want you standing at the doorway. It's really awkward. He stepped in your room, and you two sat next to each other, and just started talking. As you guys were talking, you heard screaming lots and lots of screams. Both of you jumped and exited the room to find out what was going on, as you saw people surrounded at the living room looking at the ceiling. What's the commotion? You were stopped, continuing your stance. You were shocked. Mineta was hanging from the ceiling. This was so frightening. Guys, what happened? As Carmen and I walked in. Oh, was all he had said. I'm getting Mr. Aizawa, Ida said. Momo tried to calm everyone down by giving them some tea that she had. Hey, babe, Kirishima said, hugging you from behind. Oh, hey, was all you said. Aw, you sound sad. What's wrong? Your concerning boyfriend asked. Oh, just a little stress. So many things have happened. My cousin is dead, Bakugo's dead, and Benita just committed suicide. Not to mention, I miss Bakugo and Uraka so much. You sighed as you head back to sipping your tea. Aw, Pebble, it's all right. After all, you got me as your manly boyfriend, Kirishima said, smiling. Thanks, Kiri. He smiled and gave him a hug. Kirishima's POV. So sorry, Pebble, that I had to hurt you like that, but it was for the good. They were trying to take you away from me. Well, besides Mineta. Anyways, he was bothering you, though. I couldn't stand it. As I snuggled my yin into my chest, I could hear her warm breath against my skin. It was calming. I really love this girl, and I would literally do anything to make her smile. Everything about her is precious, and I won't be able to stand losing her. As my Pebble finally slept in my arms, I took her to her room and placed her tiny body on her bed. Even if you're not tiny, he's still picking you up, so, yeah. I inhaled her scent before she went. Oh, yeah, she went and exit her room Bye-bye. To greet by Mr. Aizawa. Kirishima, we need to talk.